The 11 a.m. service for the Bearded Veteran Creates livestream is approaching the platform. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm all right.
Hello.
Hello, boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Here we are then, almost on time.
There's a question for you, John. What does a posh Australian sound like?
No such thing.
There we go.
We don't have class here. Everyone's a bogan.
Oh,
How are you,
Thursday.
Gary? We've not seen you for a week.
Well, I've been. I've had a very busy social diary, which actually caught up with me on Monday, and I needed a day of recovery. But apart from that, I'm good. All is good. All is good. Went to the horse races on Saturday night. Came away with £47 more than I took.
Hey.
So that was nice. But apart from that, a little bit of work on the train I've been doing, which we'll go into in a minute.
You came back with £47 more. You shouldn't have eaten that much.
I know. It's a big horse.
It's not that your hair's got shorter, it's just your head's got fatter.
Something like that. But no, I have been doing some work on the train. I have painted it. So I've still got it in sections. So I've done the wheels and
making big.
Oh, I say.
That's making big.
So I've done the
made
wheels
sure I
and
didn't making big modders then.
Matron. I've done the which I've now learnt are the conrods. Yeah. And I did them using an AK marker pen.
Oh,
it came out very well. I have also.
Oh, green.
It's green.
Pretty.
It's written. But for Malcolm Childs, I haven't painted the underneath.
He will be proud of you, I'm sure.
Well, only half proud of me because I did the tender as well, but I did paint the underneath of the tender.
Nice.
So that's all done. I've got some detailed painting to do and some touching up to do today, which I thought I'd do on the camera.
Can you leave that for when you're not on camera, please?
What?
Touching up.
Yes, I should do some fine stuff today rather than have a 2-hour session of me spraying in the booth. Innuendo, bingo.
Here's a question for you, Gary. With the tender, have you sprayed the underneath or have you sprayed the inside? Because there's no bottom to it.
No.
Ooh, I've sprayed the underneath. I haven't sprayed the inside. If you look really closely, you can see.
There we go.
Yeah. So that is, and I'm really quite pleased. I was a bit panicky yesterday when I did this is X28 Park Green, and I was looking at it and I was thinking, ooh. But as it's dried, it's I'm quite liking the colour. So there you go.
As long as you're happy with it, that's what matters.
Yeah. What about you, Johners?
Well, before we go to me, what about you? What else are you working on apart from the train?
Well, I am working on my Tamiya Suma French tank, which is in priming out. Malcolm Childs, please note.
Have you autographed the bottom of it?
No, I've painted the underside. So, well, I've primed it. I've done the tracks, 102 tracks each side. Yeah, that was fun. and I'm going to work on that this afternoon. If my body can take it. I've had a shave today. Look, I've just noticed.
Me either.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've-
so Jobbers,
I haven't had a shave for the last half a decade, mate.
Ever. I think is the word you're looking for.
No,
Well,
I was
What have you been doing, John?
2020.
So I've been painting red and I haven't been painting red at all. I've been painting black and green, but unfortunately, I've been painting the wrong thing. So I painted my coffee cup black on the outside and green on the inside. But so the train itself isn't so much. It's black on top and black underneath. So Gary, did you go for black, or was yours a NATO black or something?
No, straight flat black.
Right. So I'll need to paint the green. That'll have to happen today. And the same with I painted I've sort of did the nether regions, but not well. But that'll do. It's looking like it's a train. Hooray!
Yeah. Very happy with mine so far. So hopefully yours is looking really good. So,
Yeah. Thank you. And apart from that, you've been sort of, I think, the regular audience would be noticing my progress with the tornado build. That's all pretty much done now. So the bit I was waiting for is I'll go and grab it.
We can say what we want about it now. He's not got his
I
headphones
know
on.
he's taking his headphones off. Look.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Welcome to two hours.
Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. You haven't come on yet.
You can
Welcome
carry
to
on.
2 hours of John's cutting mat.
Yes.
Okay. So all the
Stop
armament.
Chat, stop talking about him.
Yeah.
So they've all been painted, matte coat applied. So that's a Bospod. I'm going to keep these separate. The external tank. These are how they've all turned out. So rather well. I'm putting no missile on the Lao. It's just going to stay as it is. The paveway fours. I need to paint the lens on the front, but then that's just about done. The Sky Shadow. ECM pods, and this is the latest thing that finishes it up. This is the lantern pod. So that's all this stuff is brass except for the tanks. Yeah, just about. So they all need a wash, but that finishes that up. And the thing I've been working on again is a Qatari Spitfire. Starting to doing the masking and all that sort of stuff. So I've painted the blue. All that remains is unmasked, but I've got a yellow circle to do around the main insignia there, and I've done that at the bottom as well. So that's all starting to look
Beautiful.
colourful. Yeah, so it'll need a bit of a lot of wash and everything else, but it is a stunning kit. Like this landing gear is so solid, and when it's on the ground, you can't get the angles wrong. Everything is just perfect. It's a $200 kit in Australia, but it's actually worth the money. Brilliant. So I'm going to be in training today.
Excellent.
Yeah, very good job.
What about you, Mikey? What have you been up to this week?
Been doing a little bit on my Vietnam Centurion diorama, which I've taken apart so I can paint, so I'm not going to show you that. Been working on my tree, and I've been working on my train. What else have I been doing? Oh, I started my Saint-Chamond as well.
Saint-Chamond?
Saint-Chamond.
Yeah.
Saint-Chamond.
For the Columbus, for the what's it called? Micro Machines podcast. Group build. Yes. And I've decided I'm going to have a go at the competition side of it.
Good for you.
I'm going to have a go.
Yeah.
Whether I win it or not is completely irrelevant, but it's the fact I'm having a go. I'm taking that step.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and do a historically accurate Saint-Chamond, which is French World War I tank. I've also been painting the train.
Ooh.
So I use NATO black for mine. Like so. It doesn't like focusing on it because it's black on black. The chassis and wheels I did with satin black and then a bit of NATO black dusted over the top of it. Oh, really doesn't like focusing black on black. There you go. Yeah. So there's some gloss bits which you would have seen, and then like dusty grey bits on the wheels.
Nice.
And I've painted the actual locomotive at Nintendo.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool.
So that goes on there like that.
Yeah.
Should look all right.
It's all right, isn't it?
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
It's good.
And there's a tender. It's not as pale green as it looks on the camera.
Yeah.
Camera makes it look very pale green. I wonder what it's like. No, still compensating. Yeah, it's a lot richer, the colour, in real life.
Can I just apologise to the viewers if you can hear the gentleman banging?
I heard what was about to come out then.
Yeah. It's like Japanese water torture here today. Next door is obviously having some work done.
I thought it was Marion using a shoe to hammer a nail in again.
Oh, God, no, we can't afford that.
John, are you going to be painting your track?
Not today.
Not today,
But-
no. But are you going to be painting it?
I hadn't given it a thought because I hadn't been tracking that.
Yeah. Of course, the problem you got, John, is if you ever move that diorama now, because the wheels move, it's just going to shoot off the end. I've got the same
No,
problem with another train.
It won't, because these ones don't roll that well.
Mine don't roll at all because I've glued them in place. Oh, just for Jim, if he's around, Benji's alive and well, as you can probably hear.
Was he the one with the hammer?
He will be getting the hammer in a minute if he's not there.
The rolling stock I made ages ago is a 20-ton fuel tanker. So there's no conrods on it. It's just the free turning wheels. And every time I lift a diorama up or something like that, it shoots off the bloody end of the track.
I'm free.
Yeah. Well, you guys get cracking on. I'll crack on with the comments.
I'm actually looking for a photo of it. So I've got that.
Duke says, second comment, have a good show, everyone. I can't make it tonight. I'm off to Snake Valley again tomorrow, so won't be able to watch tomorrow night either. Or be able to watch Sharp. Sorry. It's all right, mate.
No show tomorrow for me.
Yeah, you can't make it tomorrow either, can you? It's all right.
No,
I'm sure we'll cope.
I'll be traveling. Well, I'll be in Melbourne, in fact. Traveling to Melbourne while the show's on.
I'm sure me and the chat will cope. Bearded Veteran Create says, okay, buddy, have a good trip. Not that we won't miss you, Tom, of course. Gillian says, third visible comment, morning, Duke and Mikey. And Gillian says, the suitcase with wheels in the graphic just reminded me of my first visit to the US. A friend was struggling lugging my suitcase, and I said, you do know it has wheels? She was less than happy. Kerry's in. She says, hello, people.
Kerry, hello.
Hi, Kerry.
Hello, daughter.
Ivan says, good morning, all. And he says, hi, Kerry. Tiffany says, we'll be with you shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds like a service announcement, that, doesn't it?
It was.
You're called
Dark Side says, Dark Side says, so I did have first comment, but it disappeared. Yeah, we'll believe you. Ivan says, good morning, panel. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Ivan.
Yeah. Say good morning to Ivan, John.
G'day, Ivan. Skyvan Ivan. Hey, again.
Jim says, good morning to all. Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Jim.
Ivan says, Tiffers, hi, sausage.
Sausage.
Jim says, good morning, Modmin. Of course. And good morning to our three gracious hosts.
Morning, Jim. Hope you're well.
Yeah. Darkside says, morning, Jim and Ivan. Ivan says, Jim, good morning, mate. Jim says, good morning, chef, and to all in chat. Tiffers says, please hit that like button, folks. It helps a lot. It sure does. Jake Corbett's in. Hello. Hello, Jakey.
Hello, Jakey.
Hello,
How
Jake.
you doing, man? Julian says, morning, Mikey, John, Gary.
Morning, mate.
Hoi hoi.
For those that haven't realised, the picture on John's screen is of the actual Battle of Britain class locomotive.
We should turn it off.
Can we make him big, please?
Okay.
Ivan
just a
says,
Sorry, just a
Ivan
Wikipedia
says,
thing.
Temu Gary, good. Ivan says, Temu Gary, good to see you back, mate.
Thank you. Good to be back. Yeah, back off me hollybobs and various other.
It's a lovely looking. Sorry, it's a lovely looking train, isn't it?
Sure is.
It is, and I'm very pleased with how the build's gone. But, you asked me yesterday, Mikey, would I do another train? And
And you said no.
probably not, to be honest. But that's not because I haven't enjoyed it. As a build, it's been nice, but it's just not really my thing.
Yeah.
But it will take pride of place in my cabinet.
Yeah. It's something you've done that's different.
Exactly.
And
And that's what it's all about. Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, that's what Three Veterans is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Challenging ourselves. A little
Yes, every day is a challenge.
bit. Yeah. Reality is a challenge. Jim said, good morning, Julian and Jake. Ivan said, Julian, hi, matey. Be careful what you flick to there, John. You're still on screen. Kerry says, hi, Dad, other Dad, and
Wikipedia
brother.
images. I'll be fine.
Dad, brother. And I've printed that stuff off for you, Kerry. And I call you Kerry, I'll get killed.
Julian says, morning, Kerry, Ivan, Tiff, Jim, and Jake. Ivan says, Modders, sausage, good morning.
Sausage!
Calm down, Starmer. I mean,
Ooh,
Ivan
was
says,
made
hi,
today.
Jake. Jim says, good morning, Kerry. Jim says, reference innuendo. Is it ever specified who endo it's in?
Yeah,
Oh.
Inu. My mate Inu is his endo.
Ew.
Graham
No.
says,
Oh,
good
how
morning,
many-
everyone.
Bloody nails can you put in a wall?
You're not going to have a wall left by the sound of it. That's been going on for over an hour.
I know.
Jim says, good morning, Graham. Sorry, I'll speak over it. Kerry says, is it finished yet?
Not
That's
next
right.
door, obviously.
Ivan says, hi, Graham. Darkside says, morning to everyone just joining us.
Ew.
Graham says, Jim, Ivan, and Julian. You're going to go around there and hit him in a minute, aren't you? I can just see you behind the comments. Because for those that don't know how StreamYard works, what you can see on screen, I can see, but I've also underneath, I've got the camera feeds for each person on the panel. So I can actually see what Gary's making behind those comments. It's quite funny. Ivan says, "'Tis a good kit, John, without a bloody engine."
Yeah, it is.
Junior says, question, when painting the locos, would you use zenithal at all to give shadowing, for instance, to the coal, so you could just use contrast style paints and dry brushing? Good question.
I used an approach I picked up from someone, a guy called Ted, who used to do stuff. I think he still does it for e-models on their live stream. And I use the approach of just slap some paint on it. So no, there's no method to my painting on here. I just primed it, sprayed it, done. Didn't even think about it.
What about you, John?
I had not given it a thought, but I don't know. The fact is, I've never done any zenithal highlighting on anything, but I'm here to learn, so it may happen. Can't guarantee anything.
Well, the next build will be a good one to practice that on. But we're not going to tell them what it is yet.
No.
From my perspective, I don't use zenithal on the locomotive, on the actual side of the boiler, because the panel joints had to be that fine that you barely see the joints anyway. You just see the rivets with a little bit of a line. I did use it on the roof just so that the top's a little bit lighter than the sides. But that's about it on this, to be honest. Because it's so square, if you did zenithal, you'd literally just have a white top and then black sides.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably use zenithal on figures more than I would use it on anything else.
Yeah, I use it on tanks and things as well, but yeah, on this, it's not much point. If it was a boiler, if it was a locomotive with a round boiler housing, then yeah, I probably would, because then you get the darkness underneath the boiler. But there's no point doing it on this one. Yeah.
I was going to incur the wrath of Modmin then. When you said darkness, I was going to sing. I managed to stop myself.
It wasn't Springsteen, though, was it?
No.
I did. I saw a meme just before coming on live today, saying like, I'm such a crap neighbour. I thought somebody was making flat pack furniture next door. Turns out my neighbour was trapped in the toilet for 8 hours and had to bust through the plaster wall to get out. I thought, yeah, I can see that happening.
Ivan said he couldn't in the UK. They don't have plaster walls. A long time to bust out a brick wall. Ivan, hang on, I'm just going to mute you a sec, Gary, whilst I'm doing the comments. Ivan says, I like to expose mine. I laugh out loud. And Jim says, hello to Benji. Ivan says, Mikey, did you get a chance to have a listen to that tune, Take 5? I didn't. I completely forgot. I didn't see it in the Discord. That's why I forgot. Ivan says, good day, Duke. Jim says, I will gladly volunteer my services as guest host in place of Mr. Marley. Thank you very much, Jim. I knew you wouldn't let me down, mate.
Huh.
Kaylee says, morning. Good morning, darling. Jim says, Chef, Ivan, now I have the Brubeck tune running through my head. I like it. He stopped.
Oh, as soon as you unmute me, he starts again.
Do you want to go and
honestly, in all that time, he didn't hammer once.
He's maybe watching the stream. No, what are the odds?
Yes, modders, I'll do it. Don't worry. Oh,
why don't you just go around there knitting? I'll mute again whilst I finish these.
I bet you...
Darkside says Gary changed camera. Yeah, he's just done that. Timothy is in. He says, hello all. Timmy.
Hi, Timbo.
Jim says, hello, Timothy. Darkside says, hi, Tim. Ivan says, hi, Tim. We all say hi, Tim. Darkside says, Kaylee, morning. With a heart. Ivan says, 'tis a classic tune, Jim. Jim says, Chef, aye. Kerry says, thank you, Dad. Mum can bring it later. June says, reality is for people who can't handle drugs. Laugh out loud. Captain Chaos is in. He says, is Zenithal good as a cold remedy? Probably.
It does sound like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, being all the spraying, it does sort of make you clear your sinuses, doesn't it? Especially if you don't use a spray booth. Oh, has he finished, has he?
Stopped again. He stopped again. Oh, for crying out loud.
Julian says, Mikey, shall we create a Kickstarter just giving page for Gary's bail? Bit of preemptive strike. I think Gary's going to be making a preemptive strike if he carries on. Kaylee says, morning, heart. Ivan says, that bloke next door to you, Gary, sounds like he's redoing the Shawshank Redemption escape scene.
Oh,
Yeah, he's escaping into Gary's room. Steve says, hello, who's the noisy bugger? It's Gary's next door neighbor. Jim says, yeah, he's been at it for like an hour and a half, just hammering away. Jim says, my thought would be that
more
most...
stamina than I've got then.
Yeah, that's what Bron said. I mean, Jim, my thought would be that any locomotive would be heavily weathered and worn due to being outdoors. It depends, because the freighters got a lot dirtier than what the passenger ones, especially the express trains, because the express trains would do their run, go back, and then they'd be washed, whereas the freight ones hardly ever got washed.
There you go.
So it depends. And ones like the Battle of Britain class locomotives that are in preservation, they literally just get taken out for a run for a day, and then they're cleaned, and then that's it. They're put back under cover, and they're cleaned all the time. And they're really well looked after.
Yeah, like that one, for instance. Spotless.
Yeah. Beautiful train. Well, locomotive, sorry. Jim says, good morning, Kaylee. Yes, nearly upset a few train people there.
Oh, you're not wrong. There's anoraks lining up outside your door as we speak.
Yeah, with the tallywhackers out. What's he doing?
What's a tallywhacker?
Penis.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay.
What I was showing there was the video that Jake has just sent me of someone hammering a wall. I think it's actually him hammering a wall.
What Karen's not saying is he's actually downstairs with Jake, and Jake's just stood next to the wall with a hammer to wind you up.
I wouldn't put it past him. It's the sort of thing he would do.
Oh, I'd shake his hand.
Julian says, Gary's doing his Norman Collier impression whilst on mute.
Yeah. He's stopped now.
Julian says, hi, Tim. Don't say that, it'll start again.
He's worn his hammer out.
It's just got a nub. Jim says, are these carpenters from Faulty Towers? O'Reilly men.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Yeah. Oh, Mr. O'Reilly.
O'Reilly men. Ivan says, hi, Capty. Kerry says, he's watching this. Yes, most likely. Kerry says, Dad, Jake sent you a video.
Yes, I've just seen it. He thinks it's
Jim says, hey, Steve.
Clever.
Ivan says, hi, Steve. Steve says, hi, Jim. How's that turret coming along?
Come on, get in there.
Steve says, hi, Ivan. Julian says, Gary's neighbour sounds like a woodpecker with a blunt beak having a fit. Ivan says, do you know, panel, if any of those trains are at the York Railway Museum? Yes. I believe one of them is, at least one of them. And they do run on heritage railways. They lease them out for the day. There's actually...
one is because it was on their, I think, what do they call it? Curator with a camera on YouTube. Yeah, they had a look at one a couple of weeks ago.
I think there's 6 of them in preservation, isn't there?
I don't
because
know.
They did them. Yeah, because there's a video on YouTube, and they had all of them together running in convoy on one of the main lines.
Oh,
because they were going to different shows, and they took them all together in one convoy.
Oh,
which is pretty cool to watch. Yep, we've read that one. Captain Chaos says, welcome to 3 veterans tackle a noisy neighbour. Yes, with a mallet. A Timmy mallet. June says, laugh my ass off, Captain. There we go. Corin's caught up with. 30 minutes.
I was going to go around there in a minute and say, "Don't you know who I am?"
You delusional man.
Jim says, Steve, coming along well, mate. I've been watching your channel, those old C64 games, taking back a few decades and a few acid
Jeez.
trips.
C64. My goodness.
Ooh, the
I
postage.
wonder if the theme for Thing on a Spring is public domain now. Probably not.
Julian says, Captain, I think you mean Two Veterans Alibi the Third. Yes. he was on the live stream with us, officer. Abby says, I shall go have a look in 4 weeks when I go on holiday and see my daughter and son-in-law. Cool. Could you take some photos for us so we can see him?
Nothing to see here.
Yes. Nothing to see here, Constable. He was with us at all times. His hands were clearly on the screen.
My hands never left the end of my wrists.
Your hands never left what?
Right.
So yeah, lots of tape going on here.
Tape.
So what I think I'll do, I've got SMS green, but I might put a bit of a darker green in there as well, a foliage green.
Lovely.
That's me trying to sound posh. Foliage green, mate. You know, it's foliage.
I'm going to use chainmail, Vallejo chainmail for doing the whatchamacalls, the conrod.
There you go.
A term I learned only yesterday.
Conrod.
I was asked, what colour are you doing the conrods? And I went, you tell me what they are and I'll tell you what colour they are.
Well, you know, simply short for connecting rod.
Simply short for those who know.
Yes, well, you're talking to somebody who understands what QFE, QNH and things of that nature are.
I know what they are. But then again, you know, I had to.
Ooh!
Right. I reckon. Yeah, might as well.
Dear Woody
Here we
Woodpecker,
go.
please stop. Stop.
Oh, should stop singing.
Yes,
Sorry.
you'll get
Commodore 64 music in my head.
modders will be after you. It won't be pretty.
Let's see.
Ivan says, can do, Mikey mate. Thank you very much, Ivan. Jim says, Ivan, yes, please take some video if you get to the museum. Yes.
You know what? That's not a bad colour anyway. I don't mind that.
Steve says, conrods connect the pistons to the crankshaft. They do indeed. Well, in this case, they actually connect the piston to the wheels, and the wheels to the wheels, and the wheel to the wheel. Or rather, wheel to wheel to wheel, and then middle wheel to piston.
Is it a bit like the leg bones connected to the...
Yes.
Keep it
June says,
simple.
Julian says StreamYard is so unreliable, Ossifer. Sadly, it lost his camera feed during the assault. Might be overthinking this.
Just going to sharpen this. Blood-curdling scream in a minute and it'll all go quiet.
I need to do the 10.
So the Battle of Britain class that's on display, if I remember rightly, is the Winston Churchill. It certainly is, and the reason they picked that is because that was the one that pulled the train for Winston Churchill's funeral.
Well,
That is why it is on display.
Look at that! It looks like a train.
Jim says, Gary, what the bloody hell is that hammering fool making? A fool of himself.
He's doing a very good job of making a headache at the moment.
An enemy of thy neighbour.
It's actually, to be honest, to be fair, it's not my neighbour, it's a workman she's got in.
Yeah. So she's
He has
hammering him then? Or is he hammering her?
You've watched too many 1970s films.
Yeah, this isn't Alvin Purple, you know.
Anyway, it's all gone quiet, so
They're probably smoking.
listening to the wall.
cigarette and cuddle time. I've just realised a little faux pas that I've done.
When the walls knocking don't come.
Don't come when the walls. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Ivan says, can't do any video, Jim. My phone don't do it. Photos is good, mate. I like photos. Being a keen amateur photographer, when I get a chance and my health allows. June says, right bloody mess by the sound of it, Jim. Yes. It does rather sound like she's probably going to have quite a bit of a mess to clean up, doesn't it? Steve says, Gary, get a huge hammer and start hammering back on the same wall.
Yeah. No, I actually think I'll tell you an interesting story about hammers, and this involves Kerry Ann and Jake. Not only do they have a loopy dog, a loopy Springer Spaniel, they have a cat called Princess. And the other day, I think Kerry Ann was at our house and Jake was down his house looking after the dog. Kerry Ann got a phone call from Jake saying that the cat had brought a rat in and deposited it on the landing.
Yeah.
And so Kerry Ann said, well, close all the doors, keep the dog away from it, blah, 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 blah. She went down there and this rat is lying there looking at her. She wasn't sure whether it was dead or whether it was playing dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she managed to cover it with a plastic tub and put being Kerry Ann, she put a heavy paint pot on top of it. But the tail was hanging out the thing. And Jake is stood there with a hammer just escaped, screaming at his mum, the tail, and Kerry Ann screaming at Jake, going, don't shout at me, I'm panicking as it is. he was gonna whack it with a hammer, but there you go. But, the adventures they have down there, it's unbelievable.
See, where my dad lived until he got married and moved, we had woods at the back of our house, and it just all fields after that. So the cats used to quite often bring mice and voles and things like that to the back door. So we had a pair of tongs hung up by the back door so that if it brought anything in, we could just grab hold of it with the tongs and just chuck it in the hedges.
Right.
Anyway, said rat was moved to the front garden, again under the plastic tub with the paint pot on top until Paul came home from work when he could dispatch it to the bin.
With an axe.
It was already dead.
Yeah.
But just in case it revived itself, they weren't taking any chances.
Oh, no. I remember Nan and Grandad telling me that when they lived in Africa, there was a massive snake in the back garden when my granddad was in work. So my Nan went outside with a carving knife and chopped it up to, apparently there wasn't a piece more than an inch long left. And it was a bloody big black mamba snake.
You only need to cut it once, really, like near the head, you'll be right.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure it was dead.
Yeah, I reckon.
She dropped a rock on either end and then started chopping away on it, apparently. Steve says, Gary, get a huge hammer and start hammering back on the same wall.
Nah. Live and let live. That's what I say. It's just a shame he's doing it when the live stream's on.
Yeah. Ivan says, Aussie foreplay. Are you awake, Sheila?
Well, so Aussie foreplay is like, it's more like my wife said to me, I'll show you all the highways and byways, the ways to pleasure a woman. I said, what the hell do I need to know about that shit for? Not true.
Oh, she's going to kill you if she ever watches it.
She'll never watch these shows. It's all right.
You think?
That's why you can get away with it. My wife does watch them. In fact,
In fact, your wife's in chat now.
Yeah, exactly. Because my wife supports what I do.
Where is that?
Kaylee says, how do you send photos? Good question. You can either, Kaylee, you can show me photos anyway, but if people in the chat want to send photos, you can either do it through Discord or through the channel email address. If you're not on Discord, which is beardedveterancreates@outlook.com. Next. Darkside says, when I went to pick up Willow, she was called Princess Puddles. I was like, yeah, not happening.
Princess Puddle.
Got a cat with a complex now because it doesn't know what its name is.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm liking this chainmail paint. It's drying really nice. Junior says, laugh out loud, Tiff.
I've literally got to do that. So, what am I going to do?
It's always good listening to Gary Witter to himself.
I've just realised I've made a bit of a mistake, and it's not a mistake. I've not painted, primed, or done anything with these yet. So, which I've just found. So I need to get that sorted, and then I can paint the buffers red.
Yeah.
Steve says, Dark Side Scale Modeling. How could anyone be so cruel to a cat? To call a cat that? The idiots. Unfortunately,
Well,
the cat's not insane.
when we had a cat, it was called Kit. But I did know a bloke, one of my mates in the Air Force. He had a cat, and they called it Cooking Fat.
Oh.
My sister called hers Pepsi because it was black and white.
Okay.
It lasted years, that cat. Jim says, John, have you found any Australian wildlife enter your home?
No. No, not really.
You've had some
Not
interesting
really, not at all.
insects.
Oh, yeah, but,
in the old house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Trying
At the
to
old
recall.
house, they used to sit and watch her on the driveway. The wallabies waiting for you to come off the live stream so there's no witnesses.
Yeah, the bastards. You know. But yeah, no animals, like, just the ubiquitous mozzie and all that sort of stuff. But, we've got bird life everywhere, like, and lots of really colourful ones like rainbow lorikeets and lots of kookaburras and, all those. It's just, the bird life around here is wonderful.
Does the kookaburra live in the old gum tree?
Yeah.
Mary, 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 Mary Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
They're we've got quite a heap of them around here. Like there's some of the properties around here are a bit large, and they just they love all the trees, and they're always every time we go for a walk, there's kookaburras everywhere.
We are on millionaire area, aren't we?
No.
Lie. You told us how much your house is worth. Don't try and act modest.
Well, it's just the way things are. It's just, how much houses are now, I'm afraid.
Sonic's in. He says, hey, guys. Hello, Sonic.
Hello, Sonic. So
Hello, Sonic.
you seem to have rather a lot of parts left over.
Do.
Darkside says, hey, Sonic, kissy, kissy.
Okay.
Julian says, "Hi, Sonic, not kissy kissy."
Oh no, I'm going to start singing.
Ivan says he's driven you to it, has he?
Yeah.
Ivan
Remembering my
says,
school days.
"Laugh out loud, John."
Yeah. Fortunately, she did too.
Jim says, "Morning, Sonic, mate." At least I think it is because I put my head down. Darkside says, "Steve Gaming." I know, Steve. It's ridiculous. The cruelty. Some people.
I hate spraying black.
You racist bastard. What have you got against spraying black?
It's not what I've got against it. It's that I always seem to get myself in a mess with black paint. I never do it with any other paint.
Oh, I do it with blue. It looks like Harpic every time, just everywhere.
I'm going to put some wrapping thinner on it. See what that's like.
All right. Well, I'm going to mosey on over to the spray booth. So you do the comments. I'll change cameras and mosey on over and fix stuff.
Okay, boss. Julian says, "Jim, John is Aussie wildlife." Darkside, no, she answers. Yes, Darkside says no. She answers to Willow.
Oh.
And Kaylee says, "No, I bloody don't support you." You support the guys, though. She can't wait to meet you, Gary.
Well, she's a woman after all. What do you expect?
Jim says, "By the way, been watching the Antique Train YouTube channel you posted a link to. Very good. My late brother would love it. He was a big train rail fan." Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I love watching the old train. Oh, actually, Ivan says, "Hi, Sonic." June says, "A neighbour said to never let your grandchildren name your dog. He was called Beefer. B for dog." Jim says, "Julian, quite right, Julian." Kaylee says, "Mike called his wife Moo." Laugh out loud. Yes, there's a reason why I call you Moo. That's because you used to, when we first dating, you had me in your phone as Mikey Moo. So I started calling you Kaylee Moo. I got lazy and just started calling you Moo.
Oh,
so now I either call you Moo or Doris.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth then.
Kay knows if I'm wound up because I call her Kaylee instead of calling her Doris or Moo.
Yeah,
John,
Lee always knew when he was in trouble with his mum because she'd always call him Lee Robert.
John, put your sound cancelling on, mate. Oh, hang on, I can do it, can't I? It's all right, I'll do it.
All right. Thank you.
Edit mic settings. Oh, no, it's already on.
Is it better?
They're automatically just fine. Bit better. Yeah. Sonic says, "Kissy, kissy." Ivan says, "I guess it's spiders that is the thing to look out for, John."
Not really.
The Johnny spider. That's the one you got to watch for.
No, the only spider I'd sort of look out for is the redbacks. But I've only seen a couple here.
So I have an inbuilt safety mechanism with spiders. I avoid all spiders.
Well, yeah, that works as well.
Needs a bit of airbrush maintenance, as it
creep
turns
me
out.
out.
Snakes are
Snakes
all right.
creep me
It's spiders. I just do not like spiders.
Yeah, but the snakes don't try to kill you there, though, do they?
Yeah,
Well,
we've got
Marion got
adders.
bit by Marion got bit by a snake in UK and spent a week in hospital. She got bit
Yeah.
by an adder
We've
in
got-
Savanac Forest.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got adders.
Apparently,
They're
the adder died of food poisoning. But
What are you
but,
saying about
true
Marion?
story, though,
And
she
is
was-
she going to kill you?
Say again?
I said, what are you saying about Marion? And is she going to kill you?
Oh no, he's had 40 years to do that, and she hasn't yet. So yeah, but, it's one of her claims to fame. She was bitten by an adder.
Yeah, it's rare in the UK, but it does happen. And they are venomous. There are actually tarantulas in the UK as well. Well, there's one
Don't need to
breed
know
of
that,
tarantula.
Mikey. I do not need to know that.
It's native to Telford.
Oh,
Well, that sort of area in north of England. I think it's called pigeon purse or something. Tarantula. It's basically a baby tarantula, and the body's about 3.5 centimeters long.
We have capybaras in Telford. We have Cinnamon.
You do.
Cinnamon the capybara.
You do indeed. But cinnamon isn't likely to bite you like the pinch purse tarantula, which is a venomous spider.
I'm feeling now.
Kaylee says cow. Jim says that bloody funnel web spider is enough to make me run all the way back to America.
I've never seen one, so they're not everywhere.
Yeah. Apparently, the pinch purse tarantula that's native to the UK, it lives in its web is like a 25 centimeter sort of sock thing, and it lives in a small part of it. But most of it's buried underground, and then it just pops out when it's hungry and wants prey.
There you go.
So, Gary, if you see a little web sticking out of the ground, don't touch it. Because you may get bitten.
And that constitutes me being out of the house.
Julian said, one friend's brother had a 24-pound cat called Josh, only it never answered to Josh. It answered to you, fat bastard. Oh, sounds like me.
Oh, yeah.
Julian says, average adult cat is supposed to weigh 8 pounds, by the way. So it's really, really fat bastard. Dancy says, good afternoon. I had a cat called Moo. Hello, Dances.
Hey, Dances.
Had a cat called Moo. Is that what I heard? Oh.
You did indeed.
I have made my unprimed, and I painted this without priming it. I cut corners. Look at that. That's going to come back and bite me in the arse, isn't it?
Don't most things. Says, good morning, Dances.
Good morning, the Dances.
Dances says, hi, Jim, Julian, Kaylee, Sonic, Ivan, Mike, Tiff. Hello, Dances.
Hello.
I probably haven't worked out how many comments we're up to yet.
Morning, Kieran.
So that's Julian that does that. Yeah. Kieran says, morning, just everyone. Hello, Kieran. Ivan says, hi, Dancy. I need a better light. This one isn't bright enough. Darkside says, morning, Dances and Kieran. Jim says, good morning, Kieran. It's very weird hearing my own voice in the next room. Kieran says, morning, Darkside and Jim. Dancy says, hello, Kieran.
I just Go on, carry on.
Dark Side says he's not calling you a cow, Kaylee. Mikey would never do that. Kissy, kissy. Oh, what have you done, Gary? The
I'm
buffer
just
bar.
going to see if I can fit this to focus.
Yes.
I've just, for the first time ever, I've used rapid thinners instead of the normal self-leveling thinner.
Yeah.
And the finish is lovely.
Oh, there we go. Recommendation from Gary.
That was done with normal self-leveling thinner, the black there.
Yeah.
This is done with rapid thinner.
Yeah.
A bottle I've had for over a year and never even opened.
Because you had your favourite.
Yeah, because I had my favourite, which, I mean, it's the same brand. But yeah, its finish is really lovely. And that is already dry.
Excellent.
Oh, happy with that. Very happy with that.
Little tiny bit. That's not looking
Right.
It's looking kind of metally. Oops, go back to normal screen.
Posca pen or
Sonic says, I think Tiff called her cat Willow because another name for a cat is quite rude. Now. You don't want to slap off modders? Well, maybe you do. But...
language, Timothy.
Kieran says, hi, Dances with Aardvarks. That is such a cool name. I still think that's a cool name. Kaylee says, Mike, oh, he does. I don't mean you as a cow. Although you do look very cute in a reindeer onesie. Julian says, the comedian Dave Allen said he had 3 names. Davey, nice and safe. Dave, more adults. David, when his mum is angry. Or David, could clear your bowel from 300 yards.
Don't you start, dog.
Kieran says, Mikey, it's the purse web spider. That's it. I couldn't remember what it's called. I knew it had purse in it. The purse web spider. It lives in the UK, Gary. Come into a town near you.
Well, we can scuttle off back from whence it came, as far as I'm concerned.
Julian says, morning dances.
With the morning.
Oh, actually.
Morning, money back.
That's going to be a different metal. Let's do these springs.
Ah, Mr. Bond. I've been expecting.
Sorry, just doing these springs a sec.
These springs.
Julian says, hi, Kieran. Ivan says, I was bitten by an adder in my back garden. Felt like a bad wasp sting. Probably didn't inject any venom.
Marion's leg all swollen up and she ended up a week in hospital.
Well, they can choose whether or not to inject venom, can't they?
Oh, can they?
Yeah, it's not automatic.
Oh, right.
They must have just thought Marion was more tasty. So they wanted to kill it. Kay says, we have Mikey Conley here. He's venomous. I'm not. I'm lovely. I'll have you know, darling wife. Kieran says, morning, Julian. And Dan says, I made a rhombic dodecahedron yesterday, Mikey. It's a shape that 4D bees use for their honeycomb. Ooh, that'd be so cool to see. I wish I could see that.
Wish I could say it.
Rhombic dodecahedron. Julian says, laugh out loud, Kaylee. Note to self, don't let Mikey bite. Ooh, you kinky bitch, Julian. Kaylee Says,
Now, is this really loud and annoying? Or is just,
Can't hear it, mate. Ivan says we have the false widow too, Mikey. Bad bite from one of them. Yes, we do. And then one's coming your house, Gary. Time to shit your knickers. Dancy says, be right back. All right, mate.
I do not need spiders to do that.
Jim says, Julian, good old Dave Allen, a drink, a cigarette, and a funny joke to share.
Yeah. And may your God go with you.
Problem with matte black is it's very hard to see unless you've got really good lighting.
Especially at night.
Well, yeah. There is that as well. June says, lost count of comments, Mikey. Had to reload YouTube. Yeah. I can always have a look in a minute. Captain Chaos says, I had a cat called Minton. When it was kitten, it ate a shuttlecock. The vet called it Bad Minton. Couldn't breathe for days. Oh, you're broken, Gary. Yay.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I wonder if the vet realised what he'd said at first. That looks good. Right, Jim says, good morning, Captain Chaos. He's only been here for like 3/4 of an hour. Julian says, Kitty isn't a rude name for a cat. Innocent look. No, that's all right. Bless. Kay's just come in and asked if I want her torch so I can see better. Bless her. She's a good. And she keeps me on my toes. Sonic says, did you just call Julian a kinky bitch, Mike? Or binky kitch, Mike? Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm quite liking the look of that. Do the other side. The nice thing is with these train models is you can put as much or as little detail in as you want as well. John's muted because he doesn't want to talk to us.
And I'm concentrating.
Yeah, you can tell your tongue's sticking out your head.
I'm sorry, did I mute me or did you mute me?
No, you muted yourself.
Okay, so did you want it on or off? If this is annoying,
Off,
I can
mate.
silence it.
No, we can't hear that.
Okay.
All we can hear is like the occasional spray, and that's it.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Lovely.
This red is very pink.
is it now? Add some orange to it.
It was a pen.
Ah. Don't add orange to it then. Oh yeah.
Okay. Wildlife. Bloody cockroach. Get out.
Lovely. Sonic says, slap him, Julian. He's a kiki chunt.
Oh.
Yeah. Dark Side says, comment 147. There we go. Now you can keep track again, Julian. Modders, did you actually go through and just count a lot, or did you look on YouTube Studio or something? Because that's dedication.
Diddy. Oh no, can't sing.
No.
I'm going to let that dry and give it another coat, but that's very, very, very pink.
Dark Side says, yes, she did just count that. You're insane. But thank you. You're right, Gary. You don't sound very happy, mate.
Me, I'm all right. I was having a drink of coffee. I'm always happy when I'm drinking coffee.
Ooh, coffee. Good idea.
It's gone quiet next door.
Oh, yay.
I'm just thinking this is a little bit on the pink side. So
I'm out of coffee now. That's no good.
you see, I had a plan this morning when I came up here, because I always run out of coffee. I bought my normal coffee cup, which I finished before we went live on air, and then I bought my Keep It Hot cup, and it's still hot.
Well, I normally do that, but today I have a lovely wife with me, so she's watching. I'm sure she'll come in and save the day at some point.
Oh gosh.
AD's
Hello,
in. He
AD.
says hello, chaps. Hello, AD.
Hey.
How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to you for a while.
Oh, did you see that photo that you put up the other day of a ships coming in?
In the sort of dusk and
Yeah.
a nighttime picture.
I think it's either dawn or dusk.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
That was stunning. He needs to take up photography. You get some beautiful photos.
That was a stunning picture.
So what do we owe this pleasure, AD?
He's probably on a break.
Yeah. Dark Side says, hey, AD.
Some of that has run onto the black.
Sonic says, hey, AD. John's getting all quivery.
Yeah.
Ivan says, hey, AD.
Put him off his spraying.
Kaylee says, don't start begging. He. AD says, I'm good now. On a week off.
Oh, good. Good for you, mate.
Does that mean we're actually going to see you on Discord? And you're going to get some modeling done. That'd be nice to see you again. Sonic says, time for a cuppa. Be right back. Damn you!
So,
We'll be back in a moment.
Don't tell me you're making a cuppa as well. You're just teasing me.
right. I'm not happy with those buffers at all.
Well, go over them in signal red or something.
Far too pink. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna use a dark red, because that's just pants.
Red's a really hard colour to do, though, isn't it? Because it's a prime colour. So it doesn't take much to get it wrong.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the
One thing I used to hate when I was doing photography for a charity was that they'd do days out and go for walks and things. And you guarantee, because they were, pensioners going out on walks, that you'd have a group of them. One would be wearing a red anorak, one would be wearing a yellow anorak, one would be wearing a blue anorak.
And I'm back.
And it was a pain because when you're photographing them, because they're prime colours, you can't balance the colours very well.
yeah.
So you can't get any detail into it. So they just look like coloured blobs with a head on top. Oh, look, Kaylee's come to save the day. Thank you, baby. You're beautiful. I love you.
Leah just came out and asked for me to help with a thing. I should have asked her for a cuppa.
Well,
what did you say? Sorry, John. I missed it.
No, it doesn't matter.
You should have asked Leah for a cuppa.
No, it's what Gary said. Yeah. So yeah, I just had to help Leah with a thing. But I should have asked her for a cuppa. Oh.
That's all right. You got your wine box next to you. That normally does. For at least one show. Amy says, be on at some point after catching up with all the jobs my lass has for me. Excellent.
Yeah,
Look forward
the
to seeing
problem when
you,
you're working all the time, isn't it? The jobs mount up at home.
It's true, from what I remember. Darkside says, make me one, please. I'm parched after that 1.5 mile trip for the meds.
I know.
Bless you.
Yeah. 1.5 miles. Right.
You can always go and make yourself one, modders. You don't. You know, we're not holding you tying you to the desk or anything. Just because you're in a dungeon doesn't mean you can't move around the room.
I was going to say, we don't do that.
Just because we've got you in the basement, it doesn't mean you can't move around the basement. Oh shit! I didn't mean to tell everyone that. So she lives in the basement. Oh dear! Please don't tell the police. We're not holding a hostage. Honest, she can open the door from the inside. I think when we don't tie it shut.
You think?
Something says better come and get it then, Tiff. The kettle's on. That could be duty rumor about the channel. we keep Tiff locked up. We only let her out to moderate shows.
There's a man on this planet that could keep Tiff locked up.
Sonic says, but I don't think Tiff wants to put this up. She'd rather be tied to something else, Mikey. Whoops. Oh, Sonic. She's so going to hurt you.
You always rely on Sonic, can't you?
Yes. Thank you, darling.
Yeah, I should have gone with this red. See, that looks better.
Kaylee's just very kindly brought me a brew. Because she is a wonderful person.
Oh,
She's a wonderful, all-round good egg.
She is.
Ooh.
She even made Gary a cat.
Yeah. I have my card here. It's on my desk still.
Yeah.
There it is. On my desk. My gift is in the cupboard behind me.
Yeah.
And it may be going on a little. It may be going on a little trip soon.
Ooh. When she's back in the chat, you'll have to show her because she's not seen what it does. She's only seen it in the packaging.
Is he not?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So when she's back in the chat.
That may be coming to a table at Telford near you.
Ooh. Let us know when you're back, Kaylee. So Gary can show you his minion, what it does.
Probably remember how to use it. Okay. I'll put that over there out the way. So it's ready. Whoa.
Sonic says giggity goo.
Giggity goo, giggity goo.
Darkside says bugger it, cup of time. 80 said, what gift you got, Gary? He's got the shows in a minute when Kay says
here's Kaylee. Right, I will change my camera so we can see what the lovely Kaylee sent to me. Now the story behind this is she calls me Minion Man because of these glasses, right? So let me just put them out of the way. I received a parcel, and in it It's a little minion. There's a button on the back. So that now lives in my display cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's going to Telford. So when I see Kaylee at Telford, I can thank her properly. He's just walked into a wall that's been there for 30 odd years.
I didn't hear what you said then, Kay. I just heard her shouting something and laughing, but I didn't quite hear. All I heard was wall.
I'm live.
Sonic says, I think Modders has gone for making a brew.
Yeah.
Sonic says, it's Gary the Minion. Where's the yellow t-shirt? Well, this is why she calls him the Minion Man, because quite often on Discord, he doesn't realise he's put his yellow t-shirt on, and then he puts his head magnifiers on. So he does look like a minion.
Yeah.
Oh, she said, it's that minion is you hitting that guy from next door.
He's stopped now, so that's good. That's good.
80 says, nice, mate. I got a gift off my lovely better half. Ooh, what did you get? Or is it too grown
Is
up
it
for
a
you?
kit? Because she normally buys you kits.
She buys him a lot, to be fair. He's a very lucky guy.
So.
And if he ever bins her, he wants his head testing. She bloody looks after him from what he's told us.
I'm just going to mute for a second, guys.
Sure.
Whilst he kills the neighbour. Just keep your hands in front of the camera so we can give you an alibi. Or at least put some plastic hands. Like that. There you go. We can give you an alibi now. Just keep one hand there. Ooh, nice. 80 said she got me a 350th Prince of Wales, and I love the 350 HMS Ark Royal. Nice. That is so cool. Be huge though. What do you know? What the length of the hull is on that 80? So that'd be a pretty cool kit. June says, Mikey, I've just posted a pic for you in Discord chat for when the streams don't go quite don't quite go to plan. There we go. I can't get my words out. Sonic says, muting the mic so we can't hear him shout banana. He does that quite a lot. Ivan says, okay, people, got to go a little earlier today. I'll see you on Monday. Take care, all. Bye.
No worries, Ivan. Correct.
Kaylee says, show my gnomes, Mike. That sounds like a euphemism. I will do in a sec, love. Julian says, Mikey, for fuck's sake, glares at keyboard. 80 says, Ark Royal is about a meter long. Wow.
Wow.
I wouldn't even have anywhere to put that. I'll have to stick to my 1/700th Titanic for a ship. Not least because, Julian says, take care, Ivan. Not least because I do have an Airfix kit at the HMS Belfast, but it had two left sides of the hull and no right sides of the hull. So I can't make the bloody thing.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But they're pretty cheap kits, so I might see about getting another one.
I can turn up the heat. Right.
And he's back.
Cool.
Yay! I need to order a new one of these. The pots, airbrush cleaning pot. My filter so clogged. It wouldn't work anymore. So I don't know. Where do you get them from? Because I can get a whole new thing for like $11 on Amazon.
Yeah, they're not that dear. Or just fold up some kitchen roll and put it in.
So what I do with mine is full of kitchen roll.
Doesn't work. So I'll just get a new pot anyway. It's like 10 years old. It's got detritus. What's funny is that we saw a show. There's a show on ABC here. I think maybe SBS, one or two. But basically, it's Walking Australia. So Julia Zamiro, who's a local sort of, I wouldn't say celebrity, but she's a wonderful host of certain TV shows and comedian. And she's walking around Australia. So she met somebody the other day at a beach who she picks up rubbish and then makes it into art. But her name, she's obviously changed it by Dapol. Her name is Marina Detritus, which is, I thought, quite clever.
Kay wants me to show you this. It's what she was painting yesterday. If I can get to focus.
Oh, that looks very Christmassy.
That's awesome.
They're little wooden gnomes.
Yeah, that's nice. She's done a good job
That's the
on
other
that.
one she did.
It's a good job what she's done on that.
Yeah, we're going to put them on the Christmas tree, I think.
Yeah. Well, I also got this from Kaylee, which I got to think of something to do with, but Marion has banned them from going on the Christmas tree.
Oh, why?
So I might have to have a little Christmas tree in here. I'll put these on it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
For Christmas, we'll have to do a Christmas show where we have Christmas decorations up and things.
Oh God! Why do I open my mouth?
Oh, it's a shame you can't get a Santa's sleigh kit or something, isn't it? Oh, we could. Gary's got
No!
Special
That looks really
one-off episode.
good.
No!
Do you like that idea, John?
Well, no. No, it's made me think.
No, I can't stand that idea. It's bloody rubbish. He doesn't like it either.
Yeah, I think. Oh, gee, that's racist. But
It's not racist; it's xenophobic.
I know. Yeah, I know. But it's just like I think there's a short where what's her name?
Okay.
That can't remember. Katy Perry said I think one of her shows like so you've got like 1 million people on TikTok. Who is it? Noble, the comedian, someone or other Noble, who's from
I don't know.
roundabout Hull or whatever.
A Ross Noble.
Ross Noble, yeah. And he said, "Oh, so you mean you have like fans all over the world? Like there's people in China reading your TikToks or whatever it was?" And she said, "That's racist." And he said, "How could that be racist? Simply naming a country. It's just like what would you like to eat tonight? Oh, I love Chinese food. Oh, racist." And I thought, well, exactly, she's right.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why I'm on full screen?
Yeah. We like you. We like you lots.
Yes, there is. John's naked again.
Kay has come up with an idea.
Oh, yes.
For a Christmas show, for a one-off Christmas show.
No.
She said, if we want, she'll get some more of them wooden gnomes, and she'll send she'll send you two one each, and we paint it for an episode.
Yep. Break up. Can't. I hear you say again.
We have a tradition in my family that every what my kids have come to call Christmas Eve, which is the 23rd of December. So as a family, like whoever's here, we just sit down and watch a Muppet Christmas Carol. And of course, it's a wonderful film. But the highlight, of course, is when you got the Skull Modeling twins, Marley and Marley, singing their song. It's like what is it, Statler and Waldorf?
Yeah.
The two hecklers, and such a great movie. I love it.
Very good.
I'm not allowed to sing it though, am I?
No. Otherwise, you get modded.
Yeah.
Get modded.
You get modded.
Get monetized. All right, I have finished cleaning my airbrush, so I can switch everything off and head back to the bench. Actually, or not.
Oh, that's what I was going to look at. Jim says, "Be seeing you, Ivan." Next. No? Okay, I'll do it. Sonic says, "Glad I'm not the only one with a dyslexic keyboard, Julian."
Oh, I've just noticed.
80 said, "Think her and my boss have been trying to tell me something. What? That you should be a puddle pirate." Julian says, "BBIAB, ladies and gents. Care has arrived." All right, buddy.
Right. Excuse me.
Put it away, John.
Stop playing with your hose.
Sorry about that. There we are.
Right. What was I going to do?
I think you know those cylinder tanks on top of the tender.
Dubry McFirkin.
Yes.
Yes, I think they're air tanks for the air brakes.
Didn't I say that like last week or the week before?
I don't know. Possibly.
Plagiarist.
Australian.
Racist.
80 says, "No, but I need to take time off as I have had no time off for 2 months."
Yeah.
Really?
Stop tugging things then.
Sorry.
Take a break from tugging. Right. So I was looking at the wheels. Stupid boy.
Mind the crotch. I'm just looking for. I've got to plug stuff
What?
in.
I've dropped it. What? It's all gone wrong.
Did he
look.
just say mind the crotch?
He did.
I
He
did
did.
because I'm standing up in front of the lens here. I'm trying to be mindful of the viewers. Either that, I'm saying, "Hey, don't look at this, but look at this."
Look here, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
Oh, Ethel, it's like a willy but smaller.
There's always been Ethel.
So it's not the heat that does it.
Is this plugged in? Yes.
That's what she said.
Wrong shade of. There we are. Right. So, have I got my other camera in place? No.
Got an issue.
Grab a tissue.
Got an issue. Grab a tissue.
Yeah. Got an issue? Grab a tissue. Dry your eyes and man up, princess.
Dry your eyes, mate.
Right, looking at the wheels.
On the bus.
Yes.
They go round and
On
round.
the train, you silly Hector.
Silly arse.
Yes.
They had the lighter colour natural steel rims.
That's why I did what I did yesterday with my pen.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice picture. A dad showing or a bloke showing kid train.
Yeah. He's saying, "Look, Mikey, that's called a conrod." So, Gary wasn't there that day.
On cars, they have a big end and a little end.
Matron.
Right, I'm not going to do them the same metal as. I'm not going to do them chainmail because I don't want them the same colour as the conrods.
This doesn't look like a train.
Yeah. Oh no, I need to get some more natural steel paint. That's annoying. I do use quite a lot of it. Now then.
Now, Mikey.
Now then, now then.
Yes, John.
So I reckon, well, the buffer bar,
Yeah.
for what a better word, certainly it's red on the front of the thing. And I imagine at the rear of the tender it'd be red as well.
Yeah.
But would you say it'd also be red at the back of the opposite end of each thing? Like it'd be red everywhere, so for the same reason?
Yeah,
so you can see it.
At the front of the tender, I'd say it's probably black or green. Just because it's never going to be seen on its own going on down the track. The reason they were red is because they needed to be easily seen.
See, I've got mine red at the front of the train, and I've also done the ones on there red as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've just noticed that on the very front of the train, there is a large white bit where I've missed with the spray gun, so I've got to go.
And funnily enough, on the real train, they did actually have a big white plate on the front. Circle plate.
Oh, we're half an hour.
No, I'm really pleased with this. Yeah, really pleased. I shall have to now pay Mr. Hornby a visit. Mikey.
Yeah.
Check private chat.
Has modders died?
Check private chat.
Oh, okay. Not to worry. If you need to pop off, feel free. But yeah. It happens, unfortunately.
Anyway,
back to a discussion we were having yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back in a sec. I'm just going to go and I'm going to make a brew. So take my green and black mug, and I'm going to do that.
I suppose the next job for me is decaling.
Yes.
Which does fill me with a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Fear.
I was going to say dread.
Dread, yes, that's a good word. Dread. Because these are very old decals.
Yeah, I hate painting around the rims of these wheels. You can never get it to look perfect.
And also, I wonder what's on there. It'll be a bit later, a bit late in the build to do this, but.
Kaylee says, let's do a Polar Express kit. That'd be funny.
Let's not.
He said, went into work yesterday. Boss said he does not want to see me at work for at least a week. Bless you. Jim says, AD, everyone has got to get away from the job for a length of time. All work and no play. Yes. Makes for a very unhappy wife.
Right. A bit of research is going to have to take place with regards to decal placement.
Yeah, it's not very informative, are they, the instructions?
I can see where the Biggin Hill and the crest go. That's not a problem. I can see where the little British Railways thing goes on the tender.
Yeah.
I can see that one of the numbers goes on the very front. Oh, I see. And it's either side of the cab. No, it's all right. Sorted.
Yeah.
That's not difficult at all.
Nope. Sonic says Orient Express would be better.
Oh,
Loafer Sheffield's in. Hello, Loafer. Not seen
hello,
you for a
Loafer.
while. Says freaky fact: train 34058. It's a pile or tin pile served in the Royal Horse Artillery, including the retreat from Mons and Royal Tank Corps. He led anti-aircraft command from 1939 to 1945. Cool.
Nice top tip fact there. Like that.
Yeah. He's full of information like that, is Loafer.
Right, so I've got decals to do, but I don't think I'm going to do them today. I don't think it'll take long. If they survive the process, I don't think they'll take long to go on anyway.
And I'm back.
Back in the room. Sounds like my daughter's downstairs.
Let's see. Seems there's a lot of variety with paint schemes because there's so many of these trains that different ones are painted in different shades and all that. Right.
Sonic says, Loafer, how's it going, buddy? Long time no hear. Trying to figure out where they were built. Mad guess, Swindon? I think they were built at Crewe.
I'm just going to check.
Oh, it wouldn't have been, would they? Because Crewe's is London and North. London North.
We're talking about these trains?
Yeah. Possibly Swindon. I don't know.
I am just going to tell you now, chaps. All but one.
Yeah.
All but one were built at Southern Railways Brighton Works. Apart from 34101, which was built at Eastleigh.
Ooh.
What was that, like the first one or something like that?
I've no idea. Let's have a look.
It might have been a replica one or something.
Well, there's loads of them.
Yeah.
There was Winston Churchill, Sir Keith Park, Sir Frederick Pyle, which has already been mentioned, Sir Archibald Sinclair, Tangmere Manston, 257, 259, 92 Squadron, City of Wells, Heartland, and Swanage.
Yeah.
Wow.
I reckon I'm just going, instead of spraying the red, I'm just going to paint it around.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my little palette? There we are.
Loper says procrastinating. Should be checking a sump pump in Ferrer customer. What? Should be checking a sump pump.
Checking a sump pump in a Ferrer customer.
Yeah. Yes. He's a plumber.
Ah, there we go. That makes sense. I thought it was something you just do because you enjoy it.
Excuse me while I check me sump pump.
Oh,
there's some lovely filth down here.
Oh dear. This channel's getting more and more depraved every week.
I'm very nearly sprayed coffee everywhere.
He says, Sonic, phone isn't ringing as much as often, so
right, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
Just, I'm going a flat red for the buffers because, why not? It's available. It's here.
Yeah. We always say, if you're happy with it, that's what matters.
Kerry Ann is knocking on the wall.
Good on her.
At least
she's not knocking on heaven's door, mate.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven.
Mm.
That would be me before her.
Well, if your mum's got anything to do with it, yeah.
Why? Yeah, I'll feed the dog.
Does she come upstairs to actually to go downstairs to feed the dog?
No, Marion has come upstairs to go to the loo and then brush her hair because she's going down to her community table. All the women get together and slag men off, I think. And
most likely.
And that starts at 1, and the dog gets fed at 1, so I've got to feed the dog just after we come off air.
Ah, I see.
Right, I need to order some track. How long do we reckon? It's about 28 centimeters.
It comes in 33 centimeter lengths.
Say again?
Comes in 33 centimeter lengths.
Oh well.
So one length is about £3.50.
One length of track, please.
There we go.
And you know what? You will not believe how well wrapped they come. They come in a box that's big enough, probably big enough for a couple of books. And it's put between two big sheets of foam, thick sheets of foam, and they're taped together to make sure it doesn't slip or get damaged or bent or anything. They're incredibly well wrapped when you get them from Hornby.
Oh, God.
Like I said, just thought I'd pop in and say, not raining, so I have to trim the wife's bushes. Not being rude, fair a change, binge not. Bloody trees at front, must go, have fun, gotta go.
There's a lot in that sentence. Well, series of sentences, but yeah.
There's a lot to deconstruct from that.
Yeah. Have fun, loafer.
Oh, for God's sake.
What's the matter, Gary?
There you go. I don't want 8, I want 1.
It's all right. If you accidentally order too many, let me know. I'll always use them.
Yep. Just going to make a mess of this red and I'll clean it up later on.
Well, bear in mind, I do know the cost of them. So if you start trying to sell me 7 at £10 a pop, I know you're trying to rip me off.
Curses. Foiled again. Track and power. That's where we go. We'll just go to track and power. Track pieces. This is straightforward. This is going well. Oh, here we go. I just want track. I don't want digital connecting, diamond crossing, double.
Gary,
what?
Why didn't you just type track into the search?
Done it. I've got track here. That's only 166 millimeters, though.
What, your track here?
Hang on. I think I found it. Double straight.
Yeah.
No, technical spec. There it is. Without packaging, 33.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
£3.75.
There you go.
Well, 4 interest-free payments of £0 and 94 pence.
I think you can stretch to £3.75.
How about adding these? No, thank you.
I never intend to build a train again. Ooh.
Check it out now. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Stopped. I stopped.
Myself, on the other hand, I have every intention of building more trains because I quite enjoy them. Although I could do with getting another shunter because I quite like doing that.
Shunter.
I've got a little saddle tank engine that I want to do, but I want to do that as like a rusted up, abandoned locomotive.
Okay.
And the box for it is only about that big. It's tiny. In fact, is it? Oh, actually, it might be up there on the shelf. Let's have a look. Let's put some more clean water in there.
Right, what's it not liking? What haven't I done? This field is required. Of course it is. Now they're going to send it to me if I don't give them my address. Oh,
There you go. Look at that. How cute is that?
That is cute. Well, so what is that?
A saddle tank engine. So they were designed just for moving stuff around in the yards and things. And instead of just, they could actually branch lines and pull passenger carriages and things like that. But they could only do it for like short distances. And they weren't very powerful. But this is an original Airfix kit. Limited edition. It's an 0400 saddle tank. Literally, that's all there is to it. It is very nice little model. Oh god, they stuck it to. There you go.
there you go. I have ordered me track.
Yay!
Okay. So that's literally how long it is. Tiny, tiny little tank engine.
It's a tiny tank. Scheiße. What was I going to do? What was I doing? What have I done? Ah,
You've ordered track. I can't
That's
help you
right.
with anything else.
He's ordered half a mile of track. Ah! Marion's going to kill me. Sonic says, the Funk Show brother. Yes. Darkside says, sorry about that. Just needed a moment. Not a problem, Duck. You'll be all right. Yeah.
yeah.
And Gary says, he says nothing. There you go. He says, no worries, mate. Let's keep you distracted for another 10, 15 minutes, Modders.
I'll
Could you
sing.
put the links to the channels in the chat, please?
I'll sing and then.
Because Gary needs to. No, don't traumatize her, poor girl. Because Gary needs more subscribers. John does, because John put out some nice content.
Yeah, and to be fair, Gary needs to put some content out to get some subscribers. So yeah, I've been a bit lax of late with one thing and another. So I will endeavour to get some content out on the Friends of Models for Heroes YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's the one, the little rolling stock to go with it.
Oh, that's
okay.
nice.
Meat
Little
wagon.
So, I've not actually looked at this one. Oh wow, this is
Ye oldie Airfixie Modelers Clubby.
Yeah.
I do not think the decals on that are gonna.
No. I'm wondering what year this was made. Wow, that's the instructions.
Okay. I'm just going to do a search on Scoutmates and I'll find out.
Built 1952. Oh, there you go. There's the back of the instructions.
Oh, there is one.
Cool. So would you say it's just called Meat Wagon or 10-ton?
10-ton meat wagon.
It's called the 00 scale model kit meat wagon from Airfix. Or 10-ton ventilated meat wagon. Meat van.
Meat Wagon.
Oh, and it's red styrene. Oh, my God, it's still
now,
the original package.
Now, a project I started a long time ago on a kit that I won on an auction site that's on Facebook, which is a very good little site. Unfortunately, the kit that came
That one?
had bits missing when I got
That's
it.
the one, Job.
Okay, so came out in 1962. Your version is 1979, and that's the latest it's come out. Mind you, Dapol released it in 1980 something.
So this is the original Airfix one.
Not the original, but a re-release in '79 of their '62 kit.
Well, it's almost as old as you two.
Yeah, well, you know,
So this. Let me just move the train. This is
45 years old.
a work in progress that is long been work in
Wow.
progress for so long. This is the Airfix.
Could we
fire
zoom
engine.
in, please? Oh,
And I was building this as a tribute to my late grandfather, who was a fireman, and actually was originally, when he first started as a young fireman, was on something similar to this. But a lot of the parts are missing. So, but I've got a 3D printer now, so I may be able to resurrect some of it. But this is the old Airfix. I think it's Dennis, isn't it? Dennis fire engine? Yeah, Dennis fire engine.
That's lovely.
all right.
And it is. It's unfortunately a lot of it is missing.
Yeah.
And I can remember my granddad making this himself. So
This was the first train thing I made.
Can't
And it's
see.
a
Sorry.
20-ton fuel tanker.
He's not on screen.
Yeah.
oh, bugger.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
It's when I first started doing modelling. So the decals I did were crap, but no, it's not bad. They're cool. This one it runs really well. Moves pretty freely.
My train doesn't because I've glued the wheels together.
I had to put some weight in it to stop it so falling everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, because very light. But I am really pleased with this train. Really am.
Very
A
good.
bit of light weather. I think I shall only give it some light weathering.
Yeah. Won't need much because they are kept in pretty stunning condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I heard Gary's
Sorry,
enjoying it so much he's going to build another train shortly.
No, they're not going to happen. I will do some. Probably the only weathering I'll do will be on the wheels.
Crikey, blimey! I just got a bit of paint.
Carry
I
on.
shouldn't.
You'll have to get him a Deltic kit for Christmas or something.
No.
Glop.
Look,
We
so
need to have
far-
a think about what we're going to do after the next build as well.
So far this year, you guys have got me building stuff I never thought I would build.
And have you enjoyed it?
The cherry on the cake comes next,
Yes.
but then we've run out of kits, haven't we?
Well, we haven't decided.
Maybe we could put a poll up for the audience. What would you like us to build?
Yeah.
I don't do ships of any nature.
However, if it's
You're
for the show, next comment, because we're getting behind again.
Mm-hmm.
Better looking. What are you doing, Modest? Thank you. Right. Better looking Marley says, "Hello, my cyber friends. Hello to the lesser looking Marley."
Hello, Paul.
You bastard.
Go on, sing the Rockefeller Skank.
And then Modders put the Friends of Mars Heroes YouTube channel in. Do go and subscribe to that. And she put Scale Modeling Twins YouTube channel in.
No.
Yay.
And she put Dark Side Scale Modeling. Yes, do go and subscribe to that. We need to get her up to 50 subscribers so that she can actually do some of her own live streams.
So if you haven't subscribed to Dark Side Modeling, please do. We can get her to 50. She can do her own live streams then. Be brilliant.
Yeah, and she can have a break from modding. Sonic says, just realised I wasn't subbed to that channel for some reason. And now, though. That's the Friends of Mods of Heroes channel, that is. There you go. You got a new subscriber, Gary.
Thank you very much, mate. I will be putting some
Jim says,
content
"Hello,
out.
Paul." Yeah.
In fact, I will do, and I'll say this publicly, next week sometime, I will record. I won't put it out until the boys let me. I will record a box review of the kit I'm going to do next with the 3 veterans.
Ooh. What could it
I'm
be?
not opposed to doing the big reveal anytime, really. It's up to you, gents.
Yeah. Well, how many episodes do you reckon we've got left on this?
Not
Well, it
many.
depends what happens next.
Not many.
Wow.
Because the train's almost done, really.
Yeah.
Details. And then I clearly have no idea how I'm going to.
Well, I thought I'd
Deal.
just put the track on a peak length of wood, varnished wood, and put the train on the track.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What you could do, Gary, as well, is if you get some tissue and some PVA glue in that, and just make it look like you've got ballast around it. And just spray it grey. And put some, what's it called, wash over it.
Hmm.
Or tin foil, and then wrap balls of tin foil up, and then put some tissue over it with some PVA.
We'll see.
Jim says, "Hello, Paul Marley." Paul Marley says, "Hello to my favourite Chicagoan, Jim Altegott." Sonic says, "Can't wait to finally get building my layout." Yes, it'd be good, that. Katie says, "H&B and Lidl." Laugh out loud. Oh, Home Bargains and Lidl.
Oh, right.
And Kay said, "Right, Polar Express it is."
No.
You know, she's probably, if she sees one, she's probably going to buy it and send it to you just
No.
for a laugh, Gary. And then you'll feel like you have to build it.
I've moved. I've moved.
June says, "Back. Hi, Loafer. Better looking Marley." Sonic says, "Mikey's going to have to mod for Tiff's channel now, eh, Mikey?" Well, I do it for Gary's channel, so why not?
He does it for Gary, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. It's only twice a month. Junior says, "No, not the Polar Express, the loco from Harry Potter." Oops, I mean Harry Potter. Yeah. Now that's a beautiful steam engine.
Sure is.
No.
Dark says the Hogwarts Express. Yes. Problem is, anything to do with Harry Potter is bloody expensive.
Yeah.
But if people want to buy kits and send them to us, we'll do them. That's fine.
The thing is, if we
Darkside
do
says,
go on.
"Go on." No,
No, you go on, because it's with reference to this, so you read it first.
Okay. Darkside says, "I think you guys should do a fantasy build." There you go. Now you say what you're going to say.
Doing the fantasy build, as much as I'd like to, is it would be more of a painting thing, wouldn't it, as opposed to a building and painting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was gonna do a fancy build, I'd do something like this, which is not mine. It's something I printed off for my granddaughter. But once you've printed it off, cleaned it up, and stuck it together, it's literally just an exercise in painting, which it's fair enough. Unless we do a sci-fi build.
So that's the 2-hour mark, correct?
Coming up, yeah.
Kay's just come up with an interesting idea. Right?
Oh no!
You're fire anyway. But
Go on. It's 2 seconds to wait for a notification to click. There you go. Okay, so it's a little bit different.
Oh, what is that?
It's a wooden model.
A wooden.
You put together.
Ooh.
What do you reckon to doing one of them? Something like that.
Ooh. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, is that Amazon? Okay.
Hang on.
I won't get it off Amazon.
Oh, that one's a bit dear actually.
Yeah,
But there are cheaper versions.
Oh, we'll have to have an executive meeting.
Yes. In fact, I do have a wooden kit.
The Age of Steam, it's called.
Yeah, it's called the Age of Steam.
All right. We'll I'll have your people talk to my people. Oh no, I'll
Yeah,
have
well-
yeah. Your people talk
Yeah.
to Gary's people,
Yeah,
and yeah.
it's a very. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. But, yeah, interesting because Marion does those book nooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she quite likes. She's got 2 to do for the winter months. So
and, yeah. Bron's got one of those as well.
mm.
I don't know where that wooden one's gone.
Our leader has disappeared.
Yeah. So what are we doing? Are we knocking it on the head now, or are we?
I don't know. He's disappeared.
I'm not.
Hang on.
Do we want to tell them what we'll be doing next?
Well, you can do, and
Okay.
I'll do a review of it for next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd be happy with that.
Are you all ready?
Hang on. Let me change my camera.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Remove
Okay.
that.
Are you ready?
Why not?
Can we have a drum roll, please, gentlemen?
I have never
47.
done a World War One aircraft before. So is this box still sealed? I think it is.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a little adventure for me. I know John is very. Ooh. Up with his World War One aircraft. I'm quite looking forward to it, really.
There's no rigging, next to no rigging, which is one of the reasons why we chose it.
Next
Yes.
to no rigging. So
It's a decent sized fuselage on it, though, isn't it?
It is.
yeah, this will be the next kit that we do.
Hang on.
That's
Is this
all
a
the rigging
twin
there
pack?
is.
No, it looks like
No.
it is, but it isn't.
It has a choice of engine, fuselages, and nacelles. That's
Yeah, it's got 2 sets of wings and 2 sets of fuselages.
yes. There's different versions with different
In
louvers and
fact,
stuff.
it's
We'll
got
get into
4
that when we
sets
build
of
it.
fuselages.
And it's got
Oh, it's got
Photo
photo
etch.
etch.
It's got those decals as well.
Yeah.
so I'll do a review of that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go up on the Friends of Models for Heroes YouTube channel.
It does look bloody wonderful. You got it's all lozenge decals and
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah, beautiful,
crapping
aren't
absolutely crapping my pants over this one. But
Kay has found this one, which is it's only £7.
ooh,
right.
well, we'll have a look. We'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
I'm not adverse to it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of decals, hey.
So let me just show my gut to the world. There you go. Not there.
Ah,
Right. So there we go.
So,
2 hours.
yes. John, what have you
Hello.
managed to achieve? We'll go to Guy first. I'm still getting his life together.
yeah,
I
I'll
have
just put this aside.
assembled El Trenio. Done the
That
buffers.
looks really good.
Does. I'm very pleased with this. I've also finished off the
The tender.
tender, and next job will be,
Decals. I've got
Yes.
to find mine.
and I'm not so sure they're going to survive the process, but I will give it a go.
The ones I had on that tanker weren't too bad. It's just my lack of skill at the time.
Yeah, I think I'll make sure the water is at a decent temperature and not too cold, because I think the shock of cold water might not do these the world of good. But yeah, that's what I've done today. I've had a good day.
Excellent.
Very good.
Whilst before we go to John, we'll go through chat quickly because we've got loads of chat.
Sure.
June says, first in the book film franchise, by the way, was Harry Potter and the Stoned Philosopher. AD says, I think you should all build a ship. I think we could do that. If we all built the Titanic or something like that.
You really don't want Gary in this anymore, do you?
Titanic's not a rigging ship. Well, there is some rigging to it, but not much.
It's a floaty thing.
Yeah, but so's a turd. You still make them every day.
Not scale models of them, I don't. Although some might say my models are shit, but
Junior says, depends, Gary. There's some really good scenery dioramas that need a lot of modelling. Yeah.
no, that's a good point. But I'm not really very good at dioramas because
Well, that's one project we could do at some point. Not just
I
focus
do
on
the,
model, but focus on a diorama.
I tend
Because
to
you
do the diorama. Yes. Run away and hide.
Yeah. You seem to quite enjoy doing the diorama, John.
I've done one in my life. So I'm still sort of like packing darkies, as I'd say.
Steve says, looks like one of the old Mammoth steam engine toys. Yes. Sonic says, incredibly interesting, or incredibly interesting, rather. Jim says, another great show, mate. See you all tomorrow morning. Same bat time, same bat channel. Dancy says, sorry if I missed anything. Had to pop to the builder's yard. No problems. And Dancy says, they don't like it up. They do not.
They don't like it up. They like the volunteer, sir, to be the one.
Steve says, good luck with the PE in that.
Photo is one of my many nemesis.
You're assuming that we're going to do the photo etch. John will, because John loves detail. Sonic says, the same plane again. No. Steve says, I had one of those kits. Excellent. I got that one. It was my Secret Santa present. 3 models for heroes. Jim says,
so good, I bought it for me.
Yeah. So we said, Gary, go get one.
Gary went, okay.
Jim says, yeah, that's Deutschflugzeug. I don't know if I said that right, but Dancy says, no, 3-winger.
No 3-winger.
Darkside says, no, Sonic, the one he did with Steph was the Albatross. Yes, it was.
Albatross.
And it's a 132 scale.
Made by the same factory, though.
Yeah. No, there wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't. It was made by Roden. They're made by Edward.
No, but what I mean is these are Pocket D7 OAW.
Yes.
So OAW is East Albatross Workshop. So yeah, like these came along. The German government said stop building Albatrosses, build these instead. So these were actually built by Albatross.
Better looking Marley says that's gorgeous. Why, thank you. Darkside says next week be the last episode.
Possibly.
Maybe not. It depends if we're going to paint the track and that, because Gary needs to get some track anyway.
Well, the track's on its way.
Ah, cool. Sonic says, built a wooden car once, wooden body, wooden chassis, and wooden wheels. Trouble was wooden go.
It's good.
I've actually got one of those wooden kits here somewhere. My mum got me for Christmas. I don't know where it's gone. It's here somewhere. Somewhere safe. Jim says, looking very good, Gary.
Thank you very much, Jim.
And Paul says, looks great, Gary.
Cheers, Paul.
No idea where I'll put the photo etch. I guess I'll find that later.
Steve says, please do a ship.
Nope.
Jim says, there's a lot of rigging on 20th century ships. More
la,
than
la,
you
la, 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 la,
la. John, how have you got on, mate?
All right. So so I painted it green. So this is a mix of literally, what is it? SMS green with a darker foliage green mixed in. So it's come up with a shade that I'm happy with. It's what is my version of malachite green. And just started picking out the details. Sorry?
That looks closer than what mine does because you did a black primer.
Yeah.
And and the tender's sort of on the way as well. So now it's up to picking out details. So the next thing to happen will be the yellow stripes along there, top and bottom. And they're already there. I just need to mask them off, do a bit of a black with yellow. But it's looking.
You just
Oh, I said. I knocked some wheels off. I need to glue them back on. But yeah, they fit there. So yeah, it's looking train-like. Back
excellent.
to the studio.
Very
And
good.
Mikey.
Me, I've not done much because I've been concentrating on chat, but I've done.
Oh,
I started doing the
all right.
wheels, but
I'm
okay,
liking
stand
that.
you. There you go. That's with the chainmail one. Chainmail on there, and then natural steel on the wheels.
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
Nice.
And done that side.
Cool.
What did you say?
Kay's just come in and said, "Want to do a ship?"
I really should do my victory. Oh God.
God, no. No.
That would be well
I
hard.
won't even do the Black Pearl.
Oh yes.
No.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've got a Titanic kit, 1/700 and 1/600.
No.
No, 1/1200 and 1/600. I think.
I can't believe I've lost that photo etch from that kit. I've just opened the kit. Oh, anyway.
Oh, typical John.
So we won't be doing the photo etch now.
That's a proper Marley.
Right then, fellas.
Ooh. Steve's just come up with a good idea.
Hmm?
Paul says, "Nice one, Mr. Marley." Steve said, "Do a U-boat. That'll be fun and easy. You'd be surprised."
Malcolm Childs is doing a submarine for the Moosery Cup, and what he's doing is quite clever, and it looks amazing. So, if anyone wants to go on Models for Heroes site and see, I don't think he's put some pictures up on there.
Yeah.
Very clever what he's done.
Yeah. Julian says, "How about a starter set? Little Airy Stuka. That could be an interesting one. We could do a starter set or a Rubicon kit or something."
Ruby. No, I can't do it.
No. That's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you know what we could do?
Oh, God.
The RNLI lifeboat. The Airfix lifeboat.
Now, I did say if we had to do a ship, I would do that one.
That's what we'll do then. How about that? After the Fokker, do the lifeboat.
Well, he's got to get it.
I've got to get it as well.
It's difficult for but it's difficult for John to get that kit.
Well, it's just I just
It
need to pay
is,
postage.
What he could do is look at the postage and see if it's cheaper to send it to one of us and then we send it to him.
Oh, I don't know. It'll have to be the
Because
same.
companies
amount,
might charge
surely.
more.
I don't know. We'll look into it.
Because that envelope I sent you, John, that was only £2.50 postage.
Ah,
We'll look into it. We will carry out some investigations. Our people will talk to other people's people,
Yes.
and we'll come up with
I
a
think
plan.
that'd be really good to do. Promote the RNLI. And I'd get to use my very nice orange.
that's a very nice orange.
It is.
What makes that?
Vallejo fluorescent orange.
The new Vallejo bottles.
Yes.
Because I will need to get some of that.
It is delicious.
Head of research is already on it. Keeps me distracted. I might
Dark
even,
Side. Yeah.
I might even purchase the lifeboat at Telford.
Yeah.
If it's there.
You need to tilt your camera down a bit, Gary, because all we see is your eyes and your arms.
That's because I'm being lazy and leaning back in my chair.
You just look like you're doing that. Julie says, reference subs, Revel have a release of the U196 skill level 4 big bugger though, 53 centimeters. That's not bad size actually. Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Just doesn't, subs don't do it for me though.
No, he's not into phallic objects. There you go.
No. But they're into him.
Kay said she's going to cry because we won't do any of her ideas. So,
Oh, bless.
we will. We like the idea of the wooden.
Yeah. We're not saying
We
no.
haven't discounted it, no.
We now have a list forming.
Yes, but this is what we do.
You've got to do the gnomes.
We plan ahead. She said we've got to do the gnomes for Christmas.
The gnomes. I'm happy with that. Yeah.
We'll paint a gnome.
Yeah.
Photo etch.
No. Going to know.
Lovely.
Right. As I've got a dog walking around with a placard saying "Feed me," which is unusual for Benj. Shall we wrap it up this week? As much as I love
it, is he?
No. There you go.
Do you want to say goodbyes, gentlemen?
Thank you very much for watching.
Yes.
I bid you adieu.
Thank you. I will be back tomorrow. John's buggering off on holidays. Gary's off doing his own thing. I'll be back with you guys, I suppose.
And watch out on Friends of Models Heroes YouTube channel for the Fokker review.
So this time tomorrow, I believe I'll either be in the car with the better looking Marley or I'll be sucking down a beer with the better looking Marley. Either way, it's going to be a good weekend.
So glad you took time to think about what you were saying there.
Yeah. Right. Cheers, everybody.
Right. See everyone later. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.